is Matt Hardy, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Sauce. While you're here, I want you to like and subscribe, because this is where you can find the best content about what is actually happening in the wrestling world. And a shout out to them boiled egg boys. Delete, delete, delete! Pro Wrestling Sauce with Jacob and Josh. Pro Wrestling Sauce.
Me.
Oh, yeah. Bow, wow. All right, dude. All right. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. All right, man.
Dude, so just off the top, right? Before we get into anything,
Yeah.
so I'm sitting here listening to the intro, right? And we have Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy has done his job. And I feel like eventually this year, sometime, I don't know when,
You need a new one?
we need to get a new one. So I went on Cameo. I'm like, oh, let me just look.
See who's
One of
available.
the people that popped up when I searched, Tama Tonga. Guess how much his cameo is?
Quite a bit. I mean, WWE
Yeah.
superstar, current.
Very, very active.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess the price.
$200.
Not even close, buddy. Not even close. I'll give you one
More?
more guess. But yeah, way more.
Oh, jeez. 500?
No. $999 for one clip of him saying some dumb stuff.
Well, I think that's a heel tactic. That's got to be some sort of heel
It
tactic
could be a
by
troll.
him. Yeah,
And
that's not a...
And then the ones that he has up here, they look old. He doesn't even look like he does them, really. Joe Hendry is $134. That's a reasonable one.
That's reasonable.
I mean, that's still a lot of money for just a clip, but
I feel like we could get somebody that's maybe
Dude.
not so active for a little bit cheaper.
Hornswoggle for $49.
How much is Corbin?
Oh, he's still $200.
God
We
dang!
need to catch him on a discount day. We can get the Great Khali for $60.
You're not gonna understand shit. Welcome everybody, Pro Wrestling Sauce. I'm Josh O'Leary, and this is Nate. We cover wrestling every Wednesday right here on the Slipper House Extra Extra YouTube channel, 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. Cowboy, how are you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing good.
Besides the cameo.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, but I know you're introducing. But Dirt said Lamar Ball cameo.
Yeah, Dirt.
So-
I knew he's gonna want a LeVar Ball cameo.
He's up here for $133.
What's he say? I want to swerve with my whoa. What's he say?
I don't know who's paying that much for that, man. All right, but yeah, back to the show.
Yeah, welcome everybody. Pro Wrestling Sauce, where we talk about all the wrestling that's happened, and we had quite a bit of wrestling happen since we last got together, Nate. We had the Royal Rumble happen,
Yep.
and we also had Monday Night Raw, a very eventful Monday Night Raw happen as well. Let me specify here as well that strictly WWE this week is what we're diving into, except there's an asterisk because I believe a little bit of TNA is mixed in nowadays.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because I mean it's good these days. So I mean,
yeah, the
bringing
little
back
bit
a
of
lot of-
you just mentioned Joe Hendry. I mean,
Yeah.
the little bit of TNA that's going to be mixed in here with this Rumble talk and future interactions will be very interesting, I believe.
Um, I mean, they're adding a lot of talent, these good talents that need to come back to the world of of wrestling, and TNA's like, you know what? Come through our doors, and
Hmm.
not AEW's, to where
Well,
you're gonna
I don't know.
ruin your career.
TNA's putting on a better show.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, that some people may disagree, but I just think it's an overall better show. It's smaller, but it just feels it's its own world still.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Some of the other promotions, I won't name them specifically, are losing a little bit of that luster. I would
Yeah.
feel. I feel. Kind of seems like it's spread too thin, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need to get that. We need to thicken it up, right? Add some cornstarch and some cold water, and stir it in slowly.
A little slurry.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Welcome in, everybody. By the way, I've been doing. I started live reacting on the YouTube channel. Going well.
Very
Going
well.
well so far. Live reacted to the men's Royal Rumble match. Very fun time. Uh, and then Monday Night Raw as well. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to live react for like an hour of Raw. Leah, my daughter, interrupted it for, a few, but it happens. And, it's real. You get what you get, man.
Dude, I'm gonna be a little jelly boy right now because
Yeah.
I so when we go live on here, uh, and then you go live vertically, it gets alerted at the same spot. So how come you get hundreds of views on your
On the
verticals, and
verticals,
then
yeah. It
this
has,
show we don't get we don't get that crazy like turn? I guess I don't know, like
yeah,
viewage.
yeah, I get it. I don't know. I think it has something to do with the algorithm, but that's kind of why
Time.
I wanted to start doing the lives
Yeah.
vertically, is to attract more people, bring them over here, subscribe and like, and come over to this program and join us every Wednesday. And believe me, I promoted the hell out of the show.
No, I watched it. I watched it.
Yeah, I was just saying, uh, pro wrestling sauce every Wednesday. I was doing the whole spiel
Oh yeah.
every few minutes. So to try to remind everyone in the chat, and I like reading the chat. I like reading what people are saying about Raw, and people say I'm pretty good at it. So
Yeah.
maybe I'll continue juicing up those vertical lives.
Well, then that's what I'm saying. I mean, we can sit here and do this every Wednesday. I enjoy doing this, and we've said it multiple times where it's not about the views and stuff like that. It's just hanging out with some boys talking about wrestling.
Hmm.
But
It's
the
not
outer chats,
yeah.
I
Sometimes
guess,
it's the
bring it.
title. Dirt says it may be the title. Sorry to
Oh,
interrupt you. Yeah, he says it may
no,
be
you're
the
good.
title, but no. Sometimes the titles are so similar that I'm like, how come this one? Like we just put out an assembly episode with Sean Payton on
Hmm.
the cover, in the title episode. Uh, Lots of fun keywords, and then I made a little short, and the short, of course, just blew it out of the water.
Blew up.
I
Yeah,
condensed the episode down into 30 seconds, and that's what people wanna watch.
yeah. But no, dude,
Which is
keep
fine.
doing
I don't
verticals.
care. I still like making the long form anyway. That doesn't
Yeah,
bother me any.
I've texted you and told you I endorse the verticals.
Mm. You're a vertical endorser.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you're here and you're watching live, please join us in the chat. You can leave a comment, and we will reply and talk with the masses, the wrestling masses, the wrestling fans. I love the people in the chat who just like to come in and tell me that wrestling's fake. That's my favorite
Yeah.
one. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
Like, come on, buddy. We know.
I'm like, all right, man. And you're here?
Yeah.
Weird.
It's still, you see how it still brings in the views, right?
It
It's fake,
does.
but you guys still watch it.
It does. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well,
Yeah, that's a classic one.
why don't we take it back? Why don't we take it back, Nate, to the Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
I guess we're going to start with the women's Royal Rumble. I've got my notes here. I got notes on the women's Rumble. Look at this. I got
Ooh,
some
nice,
notes. I did some extensive research on
nice,
this
nice.
until I went live for the men's Rumble, and that's how I did my notes for that, was by commentating on it live for 2 hours. May I add? Jeez, that was a long men's Rumble. Both Rumble matches,
Yeah,
so long, dude.
I think I caught pieces. I was in there for pieces. I kind of was in and out.
Yeah. It
I
was
think I like watched. So I had you on my phone. I'll turn the volume up when like someone's about to come out, so I see your reaction of that person. But then
mhm.
when like the wrestling's happen, like when like happening, I turned you down and placed you like on my chest. So I wasn't paying attention, so I was actually watching, and it's kind of did
Oh yeah.
that throughout the match.
Yeah, it timed out okay because most people were saying I was like way ahead of everyone and I was spoiling
Yeah.
the Rumble for everybody.
No, I think I was actually ahead of you.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
that
because
that
I
works.
was I was see who came out, and then like a second later, you're like, "Oh, who is it gonna be?" And then they come out. I'm like, "Oh, dang, I'm ahead." Sweet.
Dirt says he fell asleep during the men's Rumble.
Dang, Dirt.
Oh,
Dirt, did you watch it? Because I know you were having troubles.
yeah. He was streaming it somehow, some way.
Yeah. I didn't know if I didn't want to say that. You know what I'm saying? You know how that is.
You don't want to accuse Dirt of illegally streaming.
But yeah.
You wouldn't download a car.
No,
Don't
not at all.
steal music.
Don't steal cars. Yeah. Don't do. Dude, I watched WWE off a LimeWire last night.
Dirt says he didn't make it past 14. Off a
Jeez.
LimeWire. My God.
Yeah, off a LimeWire.
Yeah.
You just caught that.
I'm downloading some. I'm downloading some hit clips off of BearShare right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know what bear share is. You got me on that one.
Oh man, you just got to go over to You're the Man Now Dog and
Ooh.
type in your HTML over there.
Okay, so put in my social security over there. Gotcha.
Yeah.
My IP address as well.
Yeah. Well, Women's Royal Rumble, dude.
Yeah.
Women's Royal Rumble. We had Io Sky and Liv Morgan coming out at number 1 and number 2.
Yeah.
Which I was bummed. I was totally bummed about this. I was like, oh no, my pick. Because I picked Io, and I'm like,
Yeah.
she's got a long road ahead of her. If that's the case, if she's going to be number 1. And I was like, but, it's possible. Maybe they're setting up for a big spot. That was not the case for either Liv or Io. They lasted quite a while. Not to be outshined by NXT superstar Roxanne Perez, who
Yep.
outlasted them by, I guess, milliseconds or something like that.
Yep.
And it was all because of this big, dumb Nia spot that looked like dog shit. I'm a big fan of Nia Jax. You know this. I'm usually singing her praises over here. But this spot, Nate, was awful, where they just dumped all the women over the top, and literally it was like 12 of them eliminated, or however many it was.
Yeah.
And it was the people who had been in there killing it the whole match. So I was like, and it made Io an afterthought. I don't even think they showed her. They just said she's eliminated. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it was just like a bunch of them hanging on, and then they just like stopped hanging on.
Yeah, and I didn't like that because I thought that it wasn't going in that direction at all, because we didn't actually have any eliminations in that match until there was like 10 people in the ring. So the ring had filled up quite a bit before we even got a single elimination, which was BFAB. She went out first. Yeah, she went out first. Chelsea Green threw out BFAB to a roaring ovation.
Mm-hmm.
Dirt says he accidentally downloaded a car. Well, Dirt, you're gonna need reverse download. You know how to do that.
Put your file in the trash bin, the recycle bin.
Yeah.
At the top of your screen.
Mm-hmm. But after BFAB was thrown out, we had Bianca in it at number 10.
Boo.
And I couldn't even tell it was Bianca, because normally I can hear music, but the music was super low for the Women's Rumble, I noticed.
Mm.
And when they did turn it up, it didn't make things better, because I realized how bad some people's
Music was.
Yeah. And then I don't know, we had a few more people come out. I think Bailey was like 12 or 13. And I was like, yeah, oh God. Just the continuous push of Bailey, dude.
It's so bad.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. I tried to, dude. I literally tried to, like, when you asked about it, when you texted me the other day, you were like, I don't understand the push with the Bailey stuff. I was like, I was trying to come up with like a good solid
Like reason
to, like, well, she's a good wrestler. She Sasha Banks Brooklyn NXT. I can't think of anything good.
Like the only thing I could think of is like
I can't vouch for her
I
anymore.
guess getting Roxanne Perez into the like over and into the WWE somehow. But I don't understand. I don't know.
Sure, I like
I don't know.
Roxanne. I mean,
Yeah, she was great.
this was like her third Rumble. She's
Mhm.
shown up quite a few times. Like anytime they've needed a one of the women down in NXT to show up for the women's Rumble, it's been her.
Yeah.
But yeah, and she lasted a long time, and people were clamoring for the return of Punk's wife, AJ Lee. There's AJ
Yeah.
Lee Jr. right there,
Yeah.
Roxanne
That's what I saw.
Perez. Yeah. And then another note I made a note of for the women's Rumble, Nate, was Maxine Dupree.
Mm-hmm.
She looked fantastic.
Yeah, she's definitely getting better.
Not only in ring, but she looked great. Her gear looked great.
Mm-hmm.
Her presence looked great. Her selling looked good. She did great. A plus
Yeah.
for Maxine Dupree, who I believe deserves a little bit more after that great showing in this Rumble. She did that reverse worm, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Nasty, boy. Nasty. It almost, dude, it outshines Otis, for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, I feel like she has definitely gotten better. You can tell her she's working on her skills.
She's the star out of that trio.
Yeah.
Like, what they have,
She,
like, remember Tozawa? He came out during the men's Rumble and just, he died from a punch.
He got
Before he-
replaced. He got replaced by I Show Speed. That's how bad it is.
It
for
says
him right
every
now.
3 years they try to push Bailey. Yeah, it's like some biblical thing. Like, every 3 years, another Rosie O'Donnell clone manifests.
upon us. Yeah, it's bad.
She's even doing the ding dong thing again. She like comes up and goes ding dong. It's like, God, go back to being a heel.
She's getting
Save
shit
yourself.
from people on NXT now. Like she might.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Get out of here.
Yeah, she better be careful. She'll end up down there. Before you know it, she won't find her way, and
She'll be like our old boy.
or she will find her way, and she'll start getting mild cheers again, and then they'll release her like they did to Corbin.
Mm.
Gotta be careful. Gotta be
Gotta
careful.
be careful.
Nothing will outshine Otis. Dirt says nothing will outshine Otis. Otis is still great, but I will say that Maxine Dupree's worm,
Good.
her reverse worm, very good. Her overall showing in this Rumble, I thought at this point had outshined everyone, in my opinion.
I think they need to drop the feud with her and Ivy Niles.
Yeah, I think that's coming to a stop.
That's overdone.
Yeah,
I feel like
think
at
that's
this
definitely
point.
coming to a stop now.
I think Pure Fusion, PFC or whatever. I feel like them picking on her, like them being the new. I mean, they're not the greatest, but them being like the bully.
You're so polite, Nate.
But I guess they
Polite
could be
compared to the internet. The internet hates this
Yeah.
group. This PFC.
Yeah, they're not the greatest.
No,
They're not the
they're
greatest.
they are. Yeah,
I think
steak,
best
no
one
seasoning.
in that group. Best one in that group is Zoe Starks. And that's
Yeah.
that's not by a lot. That's not by a lot.
No, I think mine's Sonya. I've always been a big Sonya fan.
See, I haven't seen much of her. I think we've seen a lot. They've pushed a lot of Zoe Stark on us before that group, and then more in that group. Because what's the girl that made Ronda Rousey retire? Her, she's boring, boring as hell.
Oh, Shayna Baszler?
Yeah, boring.
Yeah. Well, I think Shayna's my... Well, yeah, see? I think Shayna would be my... Nah, take it back. She's my favorite.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
think she's
you're
hot,
being
too.
polite when it comes to that group. Yeah, they tried to hold it down in the women's Rumble, but it was not gonna work out for them.
No.
Not with the face paint job that Zoe Stark had. I'm not sure she had like the scratches across her face paint. Yeah, but they're goofy. I think the Rumble picked up thanks to Maxine's appearance, and then we had I believe we had Jordan Grace come out. Correct?
Yeah.
Jordan Grace was next.
She wasn't bad.
Yeah. Well, the next big reveal, big pop, and it wasn't a reveal. We already knew she was signed. We had
It was
been calling
everywhere.
it forever. Yeah, forever.
That's one thing I hate about social media. They spoil everything nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Turt says he loves seeing Otis roll around. He's just Otis loving in the chat right now. But yeah, dude, she looked great though. She did that awesome move to Piper. Niven in the ring, picked her up. Got a big pop, lifting her, no problem. That was great stuff. And then we had a big, giant, huge, Stone Cold Steve Austin-esque pop, right, for Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss's music hit, and this place went bonkers. This place erupted. I erupted. I went, holy shit, it's Alexa Bliss.
I did
and
too.
I yelled into the other room, and I said, Lori, get in here. It's Alexa Bliss.
So look, I told you this, but I was watching the Rumble with my dad. My dad doesn't know any of these people that are coming out. And I'm just sitting there like feeding him everything, and like I'm even like when she came out, I was like, "Oh my god!" And like I didn't explain it, but
Yeah.
he was watching. He actually enjoyed it too. He enjoyed the show as well. But
Well, that's good.
actually, yeah. So yeah, Alexis.
But you had to
Bliss, I was like, "Oh
you had to explain Bliss.
no, I actually don't think I explained her.
Oh, okay. But dude, she came out, and this entrance was fantastic for her.
Mhm.
She got just enough time to do her walkout. Had a great little tribute to Bray Wyatt on the jacket.
Yeah.
It said Fiend Forever, but she had wrote an R and an I
Friend.
in there, and it said Friend Forever. Very nice tribute. A brand new. I know you're excited about this, Nate. Brand new Lily doll.
Yeah.
I know you're excited about the Lily doll.
Yeah.
Are you
Already
gonna,
ordered.
You already ordered it? I was
No,
gonna
I was
say how
kidding.
many did you buy? How many did you buy?
Now my question is, does she stay with the whole fiend like the whole character she had before she left, or does she just kind of like dress as it, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like kind of keeps that look, but she's her regular self before she became the fiend's thing, whatever. My words aren't great right now, but yeah, you know what I mean.
I get what you're saying. Is she going back to like the goddess, the original Alexa Bliss that we all remember from coming up from NXT to the main roster there?
Yeah.
Or is it this Bray Wyatt spooky Alexa Bliss? I think it's going to be a little bit of a mix of both is what we're going to get. We're going to get a little bit of a mix of both. She wasn't being all, spooky, scary here. She just kind of had the Lily doll, epic entrance, ripping off the skirt or whatever it was, and stomping down to the ring, dude. And everybody said she wasn't returning, but she came back full force.
I feel like it could be just like she could pay a lot of tribute to him at first, because like her first time, her being back and all the time she spent with him, so she's kind of paying that respect. And then eventually you'll see like the changeover, wherever they place her in the storyline.
Well, she is being moved to SmackDown, from what I understand. That's where the Wyatt Six is. So we'll see if there's any.
Okay, so they could add him.
Tie in there. I believe that if she did, like, since she is signed, that she's probably got some sort of a creative hand in where and say in what what her character does.
You could do a women's tag team now with the Wyatt Six.
Oh, you could
You
with
can
Nikki
team up
and
with
Alexa.
Nikki and yeah,
Yeah,
women's tag team. That'd be cool.
that would be cool. She could just kind of like be her handler, and then when they get in the ring, just let her loose.
She's like the only one that can control her, really.
Yeah, look at that. We're already writing it.
Yeah,
We already know. But yeah, I thought this was great. I thought the Alexa thing was a fantastic surprise. I was very happy here. I wish I had been streaming. I was like, oh, this would have been a great clip to have streaming. I thought about the clips. I was like, damn it. Oh, well, I'm not streaming for 4 hours on the phone. Jesus Christ. But unfortunately, Nate, this, like I said, we had the big spot where everyone was eliminated from Nia Jax. And then we had this Rumble come to a somber end when we had What was she, 28, 29? It was Charlotte Flair. She came out.
She was. Yeah, I got a list up.
Oh, God. Charlotte Flair came out and ruined everything. Are we right?
I think she was 27.
Ruined everything. Everybody was at this point. I was like, Roxanne, dude. Roxanne Perez. Why not?
Yeah, Roxanne Perez came in at 3.
Yeah, why not? Like, I was like, that's who I was rooting for at that point. It was like, okay, Roxanne's still in here. You know what? She's been in here 3 times. Like, she's never gone to the main roster, but she's been in the Rumble 3 times as the NXT representative on the women's roster. And that's what I was hoping for, but no. We had to go with our Charlotte in the bank cash in. That's right. Charlotte is back, fresh from Cher surgery, where she gets surgery to look more like Cher. And,
Yeah, she did get some work done.
Oh, dude, yeah. It's like when they show that graphic of her, and it's like Charlotte is coming back. I'm like, who is that? Who is that? The freshly divorced Charlotte Flair. That's making the rounds in the news. The freshly divorced Charlotte Flair comes in and gets handed a sympathy rumble here. Nice sympathy rumble for Charlotte. I know that they're like, oh, you can't always go with what the internet wants, and I agree with that. You can't go, because if you did that all the time, then there would be no surprises. If you just went with what the internet wanted all the time, there'd be no surprises.
It's just gonna be the woman with the biggest butt. That's what Twitter wants.
Well, damn it, dude. Well, then Bailey's gonna be there the whole.
Yeah, never mind. Take that back. Don't do that.
Yeah, no.
Definitely not giving the internet what it wants.
Yeah, Dirt's booing Charlotte in the chat right now. She's getting booed even in our chat. Yeah, you know what? I agree with that sentiment but I don't agree with it here in this case. This was the wrong choice.
Mm-hmm.
This was the wrong choice. You could have done some. What about the choice of out of nowhere? What about the choice of out of nowhere? Because you say, oh, you can't always give the fans what they want, then it would be predictable. Well, dude, Charlotte just coming in and getting a title shot right away is predictable. It's happened enough at this point to where it's super predictable. How many times has she gone away from injury and then come back and then is just, carted right in to the main event?
And then we all know it's going to be Tiffany because they've already said we've already seen that everywhere. It's Tiffany.
I see that she's teasing that she may not pick till the day before WrestleMania. She's really trying to get eyeballs on her storyline. But I can tell you here right now, no one is that excited for Cher versus Sabrina Carpenter. No one is that excited. Okay?
And it's like you can either have a decent match with Tiffany or get dog walked by Rhea. I mean, what do you want? Really?
Yeah, and we already seen the Rhea match. We've seen it. We've seen it. You should have threw me something out of left field with a Roxanne Perez win. I would have never expected that shit. It would have been like, whoa, what? What the hell? And someone from NXT just won the Royal Rumble? This is bonkers. This is bonkers. Triple H is a madman. People would be like, the guts on this guy. But no.
Because then she lost. She doesn't have a title in NXT. So she wins the Rumble, and then her way into the main roster is the Royal Rumble, and then getting that match against whoever, which I think she would go after Tiffany because, she would be a good storyline probably against Rhea, but, that just, the whole height and, I don't know. It just doesn't look right.
Who, Roxanne?
Roxanne versus Rhea sounds insane.
It's possible, dude.
Yeah, it's probably down the line eventually.
Yeah, why not? They're professional wrestlers. They know what they're doing out there. She is a lot smaller, but, we don't need, freaking, what Charlotte looks like? I kind of just thought, this just came to my head, and it's very mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's very mean.
Go on.
I'm going to say it anyway. She looks like Nicolas Cage in that Long Legs movie. Let's go ahead.
Nicolas Cage.
Nate, don't look up his face, dude. He's gonna give you nightmares. There was a point. There was a reason they didn't show his face in the advertising for the film.
Long legs.
Yeah, he was directly inspired by Charlotte Flair. God, dude, that's so mean. I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, it does look bad. Oh my god. Yeah,
No.
I can see it. I definitely see it.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Nicholas Cage. Oh wait, no, he has brown hair.
I take it all back, Charlotte. I don't mean it. You do not look like that. You look more like Cher. Cher is a better comparison, right? It's nicer.
Yeah, I was thinking Con Air. Remember Nicholas Cage had long hair in Con Air? But he has
You're a big
brown
Con
hair.
Air guy, Nate? You like the movie Con Air?
It's not a bad movie.
What was next?
You ever seen it? Oh,
Yeah, I've seen Con Air, Nate.
okay. Well, Charlotte Flair. Then you had some person from NXT, Gilia. And then you had Naya, and then you had the next surprise 30, Nikki Bella.
Oh, yeah. Which everyone on the internet seemed to be disappointed with, which
Mhm.
they were expecting Becky Lynch. From what I hear, they're like, "Oh, where's Becky? Where's
Boring.
Becky?"
What the hell? Boring.
Yeah, I'm not. That would not have even popped. I popped harder for Nikki Bella.
Dude,
I've been watching the Traders this season
hmm
on Peacock, and Nikki Bella's on this season, and she's already. Spoiler alert: she's already gone. But I was rooting for her. I was like, "Oh, WWE!" It said WWE Hall of Famer Nikki Bella, and I was like, "Hell yeah, dude!"
Nice.
I was
Is
like,
she the? Wait, was she the one that was dating John or married? Is she married to Daniel?
she was dating John.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got engaged, and then it all fell apart because John Cena is, in fact, a psychopath.
And invisible.
Yes, and horrible.
Oh, okay.
Right, we're gonna get to that.
Oh yeah, we still got Royal. Dude, that was just the first Royal Rumble match.
Yep,
Oh
that
my
was the
god, we
first
got.
one. How many stars are you giving the Women's Royal Rumble, man?
Oh,
Out of 5.
I give it a 3.
Hmm.
I feel like Alexis Bliss return really helped it. Give it that pop.
Yeah, it did. I mean, it definitely gave it the spice it needed.
There wasn't like too much excitement after, like, other than like I feel like they're okay, and I don't know if you thought this. I feel like this year they were so focused. I don't remember this from last year, but they're so focused on like people entering than the match.
Mm.
Did you get that kind of a little bit?
Well, yeah. The walkway
And
was really long.
Yeah, and I get that's the whole point. Like the Royal Rumbles, that's what it's built off of. Like that surprise, that cool
Yeah.
like person coming in. But I feel like it was just so focused on that.
Yeah, the walkway was really long, and people had to get their stuff in quickly, which
Yeah.
seemed to be a problem in the Men's Royal Rumble match, which we will get to.
Yeah. So I feel like it was just more eyes on the who's coming, what are they doing when they come out, and then that was it. The match was kind of just there.
Yeah, I mean, it was still good. I still had a fun
Oh, yeah,
time,
it was
dude.
still good.
I had
Oh,
a
yeah, no,
fun
it's
time.
great.
This was a good.
Still
I
great
would.
stuff,
It was
still great
probably
stuff.
one of the better Women's Royal Rumbles. Let me adjust my chair.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. I was on low.
And that's not me. That's not me like crapping on it. That's just me kind of like critiquing. Like, let's like yeah, it's cool to focus on that, but let's keep the match like the match. I guess like let's focus a little bit more on the match than just surprise entrances.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there were still good spots in the match. I mean,
Oh yeah, it was.
yeah, it wasn't awful. So
No, it wasn't. It was.
I
good.
give it 3.
Yeah,
3.
3.
So let's take a break from the Rumble.
the
And
Rumble.
talk
Okay.
yeah, and talk about let's talk about Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes. Now I got a set of
I would
notes
say, do you
right
want to do
here
the tag team?
on that
You didn't
as
want to do
well.
the tag team?
No.
You didn't like the tag team? Do you want to do a quick tag team? Not good. I thought it was deep.
We
I mean,
can cover
it
the
was
tag
decent.
team match. Yeah, we can cover the tag team match. I'm just being a hater.
Yeah.
because it was in there. And I won't lie to you, I took a little bit of a break after
Oh,
that
during
women's
that.
rumble. Yep, I took a little bit of break, went and got a snack. Came back up, and I was like, "Oh, I'll see who wins by the end." So I didn't fully pay attention to this match. I heard it was good.
Yeah, I did.
Um,
I
with
actually.
with Champa, and so you tell me how it went because I didn't fully pay attention. I can't. I got to be honest here.
So going into it, I thought the same way. Like,
Mhm.
boring. Why the heck are we? Why is this on a pay per view? Leave this for Friday Night SmackDown, so I don't have to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Um, Surprised me though. Very very good. Not very good. Good for my like the expect.
Expectations. I got
Yeah,
you.
going in, I thought it was just gonna be dog. You know, like you said, just like a break, whatever. No, good. I feel like they did the basic. They win one. They win one. All right, now who's gonna get this
50-50.
last one? Yeah.
Yeah,
Now who's gonna grab this last one? Um, I don't know. DIY looks. I like heel DIY.
I do
Honestly,
too, but I don't know. I just feel like they don't need to be together.
but I just and then
Champa
I.
is the man, dude. I want to see that guy.
Yeah, but I felt like you can feel the emotions in that one. I felt like they showed them like the emotions in the match was very good. Uh,
You could feel it.
yeah,
It
yeah,
captivated you. You were like,
yeah.
oh,
It brought you in. They brought you
yeah.
in.
You were
The
expecting a pee
moves.
break, and you were like, hold on, I might hold this urine for a second. And,
I thought the moves. I thought some of the moves are good. I can't. I'm not like off the. I can't remember like off the jump, but some of the moves are good. Like them like hitting the moves are really good. Like you know where they make the slap noise like in their hit. The way they're just hitting their moves are like it just
yeah, yeah,
it
yeah,
brought you in. It was good. I thought it was good
yeah.
overall.
It almost felt like old school NXT days.
Yeah.
Almost like an old school NXT tag team match there, which we do have Triple H running the show, so it makes sense. That's good. Maybe I'll have to rewatch some of the spots in that match because I'm not gonna lie, I did not fully pay attention to this match. I was making a
Mm.
snack, getting ready for Cody and Kevin Owens.
Oh, I mean, I was cooking dinner the entire like women's Royal Rumble. Just about. I was frying chicken wings and fries, and then that was the tag team match was like the first match I actually sat down and
That you
watched.
sat down for.
Yeah.
That's
So.
funny.
I mean, I was watching the women's rumble, but it was more like standing up and cooking and watching.
Hmm. All
So
right, so let's go to Cody and Kevin Owens.
yeah,
This was crazy.
it was a crazy match.
This was crazy. This was so
Indeed.
good. I loved this match. This was one of my favorite. This has got to be one of my favorite title matches at a Royal Rumble ever.
Mm,
Um, Royal Rumble notoriously never really a good title match at the Royal Rumble. You got WrestleMania coming up. It doesn't usually change hands here. Um,
yeah,
because you have a winner of a Rumble. They're gonna face off with the champion. You're not gonna change the champion and have a new Rumble winner. That's just too much in one night.
yeah.
So it's almost kind of predictable that Kevin Owens was gonna lose. No
Hmm.
one. I didn't see anybody on earth picking Kevin Owens, like even me, who was gonna root for him, all the way. Did not see him pulling this win off. But I'll be damned, dude. This match was fantastic, and I'll be damned if Kevin Owens didn't have me believe for a few times that, damn, he might win. Like,
Yeah,
it pulled me, you know what I'm saying? It captivated me again, like you were saying. And I got drawn in by Kevin Owens' fantastic selling and fantastic storytelling here in this match with Cody, dude. The way they worked this thing was awesome, dude. One of the better Dirt in the chat famously is not a fan of ladder matches. Uh, he hates the slow crawl up the ladder, and I think more so he's thinking of like Money in the Bank ladder matches because I know
yeah,
he's
yeah.
not a big fan of those, which I can get that point. I get that. I
So
can,
did he hate
but
the little? Did he see that there was a little a step ladder in this match?
yeah, they were using this. Kevin Owens was using the tiny hornswoggle ladder a lot. He was using it a
Yeah.
lot, and it was effective. It was, that shit definitely hurts, dude. But dude, he was
Hmm.
taking crazy bumps too. Like he
Yeah.
was the star
Insane.
of this
He
match.
he typically does. That's the one thing about Kevin Owens. You know he's gonna go into this match and
Yeah,
lose. But how is he gonna make this match
Jesus.
good? But he's gonna make something in this match is gonna be good, and that's
Yeah.
that's
Well,
what you
that
could
kind of
take
sucks
out
that
of it.
that's the reputation because like it has been so long since he's had a title and a championship. He should.
Yeah, but he didn't Swanton bomb. That's one thing I didn't get out of that match, but it was good
Yeah. Well, this ladder match was more so the ladders were just there for
for
weapons
beating.
because
Yeah,
I mean I think maybe once during the match they tried to go up, but it was more so I'm gonna kick your ass until I know you're done and then I'm gonna go
hmm
up there and get it. So there wasn't a lot of slow crawls up the ladder. There wasn't.
no, just
It was a
one.
yeah. This match was fast paced, fast moving. Yeah, Dirt's confirming he hates ladder matches, but I think he would have liked this one because of the spots in it. Kevin Owens taking some insane bumps, putting his neck and head area in jeopardy quite a few times. With that ending bump being the one everyone was talking about as he landed on his head through the ladder
That
after a
landing was.
gnarly Alabama slam from Cody. Dude,
There's
so
no way they
crazy.
predicted that landing. I feel like
Yeah.
that landing happened, and they saw it and was just like, "Dude, that was
My
perfect."
mom was watching it and texted me and was like, "Did you see Kevin Owens?"
Yeah.
She was like, "Is he dead?" Like, I think I have a shot of it here. Like, here it is. Yeah.
Then you get little sprinkles of like heel Cody. That was
Yeah,
great.
I did, dude. Cody was huffing and puffing, pissed off, dude.
I thought Sammy was gonna do something. I was waiting for Sammy to do something, but I guess he's still in
Yeah,
that confused state.
yeah. He seems like he was being having to choose between Cody and Kevin because like even here in this photo, he's down on the ground, one knee, one arm towards Cody, one arm towards Kevin. He's just conflicted here, and it seems like this is going to lead af- after we got into Monday Night Raw later on the following Monday. It seems like it's going to lead to something between him and Kevin Owens, some sort of fight.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that'll be at the Chamber or if it'll be between those two to get into the Chamber. Even
Dude,
though Sammy already had a qualifying match, so
what I see in this picture is Cody just looks like a menace. Sammy looks confused.
well, Cody was being a dick, dude. He was being a total
Yeah, he
dick at the
was.
end of this match.
Like Kevin's like caked up in this picture. It's insane.
So
I don't
Turt
know if I
says
can say
he
that.
says Sammy's been in a state of confusion since 2017. You're not wrong. The confusion got him over though with the Usos and
Yeah.
in the Bloodline. So um, it can work, but anyway, yeah, the heel Cody. You get a little bit of traces of it, Nate. Traces.
Mhm.
But I wouldn't say he's gonna go full heel, especially if his opponent is a certain someone at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but I think the whole nice guy act is over. I think he's trying to. I think they're making him lean more into like they're
They
changing
should.
his character. They're getting him out of the politician and getting him more into and I hate that I don't know if you're gonna like this comparison, but more of the damn, what is it? I'm trying to think. The boys, the that they're always saying he already looked like
Homelander.
Homelander. Like they're trying to like merge him into that type of character. Like he looks like a politician in front of the cameras, but then behind the scenes, or there's a little bit of evil behind the scenes type of
No, I
thing.
would love that. I would love that. That would be a fantastic move for him to make. I don't know if that's going to be the case. I mean, if they try to go with that, I don't know if it'll get over. It depends on who he's facing.
Yeah.
To be completely honest, it depends on who he's going up against. Um, I think you could really make that effective with Kevin Owens as his opponent. That makes a lot
hmm
of sense. It makes a lot of sense for Seth Rollins too. Someone it's essentially a double turn.
I
You
think you
have
can do it for Roman because Roman's playing the nice guy right now. So like this match, Cody's like, I'm not playing this nice guy in this one. I'm
no.
coming in here to like
I was more
mess
so
you up.
thinking double turn is in like Owens is a heel. Seth
Yeah.
essentially is a heel. Well, tweener. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Roman is just a babyface right now. And if he
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
against Cody, that's just a babyface going against a babyface.
I agree.
So
But I mean,
if we put a
Cody can be
heel
the
in a
heel.
babyface, in there, and then we switch them. You know, so I say, you know, you have Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes. You turn Cody heel, you turn Kevin babyface in the same match. And it almost kind of happened. It almost sort of happened. Like, you got very small traces of it here in this match. So, if it does come to fruition, I'm excited for it. If not, I don't think it will. That's just my prediction. I think you're going to get more of your politician Cody, especially leading into Mania, depending on who wins this Elimination Chamber, which we've already had a certain someone say they're going to win it. Because it's their destiny. I just noticed that an orange plastic ladder spray painted silver. Yeah. Dirt, don't give away the secrets.
Dude, you weren't supposed to see that.
Yeah. Don't talk about the pre-cut tables, dude.
But yeah, I think that. So what do you give the stars for that match?
Oh, dude, 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5.
I can.
Didn't like the outcome. Love the match. Well, I did like the outcome. Crazy. Crazy finish.
It was a crazy
good
ending.
stuff. I can't complain, dude. This was good. This is 5 stars. Best, like I said, best WWE title match I've ever seen at a Royal Rumble. Like that I can remember in recent times.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's go on to the Men's Royal Rumble. And I don't have notes for this one because I was live streaming my reactions during this portion of the broadcast. So I'm just going to talk about it off the top of my head, I guess, Nate.
Yeah. So I got the list of like the superstars coming out, so it kind of help us reference better.
Sure.
So I know they started off with.
You run the show on this one.
They started off with Rhea and Penta, which was actually very awesome. I thought that was very cool.
That was cool, but God, you know what I'm about to say.
What?
Penta was eliminated.
Yeah.
He was eliminated and continued to stay into this match because they had a lot for him to do. He had a lot to do in there, but why would you have him do that risky spot right there? With both, there's a reason they didn't replay that because both feet touched the floor. This man was toast. It took me out of it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit angry with Penta because I was like, oh, that took me out of it. Like his feet, I don't know. I almost felt like you should have called it. Like we all fucking saw it.
Yeah, you should have said it. That was definitely like a Chiefs game.
It's gonna be all over Twitter. Yeah, what the hell?
This is a bad ref call in the Chiefs game right there. Yeah. That's what that was.
Penta Mahomes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And you could tell, like you said, they didn't want to show the replay, and then they had multiple people say it was 1 foot, 1 foot. Don't worry, people, it's 1 foot. Like they just kept saying it.
Yeah,
it's
just like 1 foot.
That shit was not 1 foot. It was
1 foot and a pinky toe, aka 2 feet.
I've also saw that someone said Ray actually touched as well.
Yeah, it makes sense.
In another spot.
I believe it, dude.
So
these guys aren't. I mean, they're not careful. They think they all think they're Kofi Kingston, who wasn't in the Rumble.
I mean, that's what happens when you put 2 luchadors in there, and they're like, "Yeah, do crazy moves," but you just can't touch the floor.
Yeah. They're like, what? Yeah. All my moves are to the outside, onto the floor.
Exactly. I just jump outside every move.
That's good. Dirt says, if wrestling is fake, then explain how Paul Bearer resurrected the Undertaker live on TV. I can't explain it. Voodoo. Pure voodoo.
Dang, Dirt. You're taking Josh back.
What's the it was voodoo. What's the next one, Nate? Who came out next? What's the next big moment here? The next big moment, according to the list of entrants.
So you had Chad Gable. And his luchador dream again. Boring as of right now.
Yeah, that is.
Then they kind of just started shooting out these luchadors. So you had Santo Escobar. Well, that was the last one. So that was like the last luchador. Oh,
so
Carmelo
just
Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes, famous luchador, Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, he is a famous. I know I messed that up. My bad. You had Otis, another famous luchador. Looking Nacho Libre.
Emphasis on the nacho.
Yeah. And then I think our we had Braun Breaker.
He's more like Taco Grande.
Yeah. Braun Breaker came out and he started eliminating people quick. He was throwing
Yes.
people out.
Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Braun Breaker. Big eliminations. Big
He
spears.
eliminated 3 people pretty much. Well, no, 2 people. Sorry, because I'm reading. Okay, yeah. So Otis was his last one, but he eliminated Camelo and Santo
Yeah.
Escobar out like immediately.
He eliminated all the luchadors.
Yeah, all the luchadors. They kept the big one for last.
Otis, Carmelo.
And then after Braun, they had Tozawa got replaced by ISHO Speed.
Yes,
This
Tozawa
is
came
a big
out
moment.
and was hit with a punch and died.
By Carmelo Hayes. hit him.
Carmelo Hayes flicked Tozawa in the back of the ear, and Tozawa melted into a puddle. And then
Yep.
Triple H in the back was, this was so cheesy because they were just like, Speed, you got to go in there. You're in the Rumble. What? Oh my God, what? And then he walks out there and, I guess the crowd popped. Did they pop?
Yeah, big
They
time. Yeah, very
Really?
big.
I feel like Kai Cenat would have gotten a bigger pop.
I don't know. Speed is known worldwide, and kids love him for some reason.
I don't know. Well, according to the internet, I think Kai Cenat's 70K robot, if that would have came out
Yeah.
in the
That'd be cool.
Rumble, I think that thing would have gotten over. Very much so. It's already over on the internet. The more this robot is physically abused by its streamer owners, the more over it gets. But no, yeah, ISHO Speed came out, dude. Looking in awe, like, oh no, what am I getting myself into? And he was right for thinking so.
Yeah,
he was
they
right for
did
thinking
it.
so.
They did him dirty.
They didn't do
They
him
did him
dirty,
so
man.
dirty.
Welcome.
Not like in a bad way. No, not in
Yeah.
a bad.
But
like,
dude, you know what? I almost wonder if like he was kind of like backstage, like there's no. Did they say like I know they trained him and they gave him some like pointers or something, for briefly.
Yeah, I saw something with Logan. I listened to his podcast. I know you're probably proud of me for saying that, but
It's fine.
he said on there that he told Speed like you got to take this spear a certain way, and so when Logan watched back the spear and saw how Speed took it, he's like, dude, he took that so bad.
Yeah, yeah. He didn't jump with it at all. He turned at the weirdest time and he almost got like caught like in the rib, like in the side, and then he didn't like hold his head at all and protect his neck at all, and just slammed the back of his head.
It's like you tackling your
that.
little brother, like that's what it
Dude,
looked like.
he got trucked, bro. Like
It was bad.
Braun Breaker did not let up. ISHO Speed, I saw him say that he's never coming back.
I saw
Rightfully
a
so.
GIF. I saw a GIF that night where it's like it's Speed like doing his thing, and then like just fast like Braun Breaker behind him, like just see like the
God,
wind
dude.
up.
This guy's gonna
I'm like, yeah,
if this guy's ever T-boned like in traffic, it won't be as bad as
it's getting speared
it's
by.
getting speared by Braun Breaker. Yeah,
But that
no
wasn't
way.
the only spear that Braun gave that night that was good. The one on Roman was really good.
Yeah,
as
that
well.
was a juicer too. Roman had a couple good spears himself.
Yeah, but I mean, Braun hitting on Roman is insane. That's Roman's move. That right now.
Yeah,
Right now.
not anymore.
So yeah, but Braun hit that spear on him. That was crisp.
Yeah, when I think spear now, I'm thinking Braun
Yeah.
at this point.
But yeah, then he gets thrown out to Otis, and Otis tosses his ass over the table.
Dude,
Just a little
yep.
extra, just a little extra juice on top.
A little extra juice, little cherry.
So
Dirt
So after
says
ISHO
Speed
Speed-
and Owens had the bumps of the night. I agree.
yeah. So after that, we had Sheamus looking white as ever. My dad recognized Sheamus, and he was like, "Dude,
Well,
that guy is white."
it's hard to not recognize Shamo.
You had Jimmy Uso with his cool like breaking the necklace flowers. That was probably the coolest thing he did that night.
Yeah.
Um. Oh, what do you think about him doing the I might pronounce this wrong. He's doing the whistle, the move off the top rope. I'm trying to think of the whistle of the wind. No, the Hardy Boys used to do it.
The
The
whistle
twist,
in the
like,
wind? Is that
no,
what you
I'm
were
trying.
gonna say? They
So,
just go
yeah,
and then they
trying to think. I'm
the
butchering it. Let's
whisper in
just
the
move on.
wind?
No, I'm trying. This
Who's
is what
that
happens when
who's that guy that does no one does the whisper in the wind right now. I thought
it
you
is
had the
Whisper of the Wind. It is
Yeah,
Whisper of the Wind.
I know what the move's called, Nate. I'm just trying
Yeah,
to
I was making sure I wasn't. I thought I was pronouncing it wrong. I thought I was saying the wrong
I
name.
just want to
Yeah,
know the guy.
yeah. Jimmy does it. Uso.
Oh, Jimmy Uso does it?
Yeah, he does it. He's been doing it recently a lot.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but so you didn't see it. Okay, cool. Let's move on.
No, I
We
didn't
got
see. I didn't see his whisper in the wind. I didn't know. Nate took. I see that you took mental note of anything. Anytime someone steals from Jeff Hardy,
dude, anytime.
you're like, oh,
Um,
you're like any. The mental notes Nate takes are who is stealing from Jeff and Matt Hardy, and when am I gonna get a CM Punk Bulldog?
oh my gosh, let's not talk about that. We'll talk about that actually.
Yeah, because he's in here, and he almost had
Andrade,
one. He almost
yeah,
had one.
divorce A Andrade.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Freshly
Corey.
divorced Andrade Cien Almas.
And then the next big moment was Jacob Fatu,
Yeah,
and he came out and did what Braun did and eliminated people fast. Which I noticed in the men's that they didn't do in the women's. They were eliminating people quickly, and I
yeah,
feel like it was because they had the big dogs coming in, so they're like,
yeah.
we can't have all these. People
Which
in
we
the
had a
ring.
spot that was messed up with Drew McIntyre because of this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, which was reported all over the internet that Drew McIntyre was furious that he went back into catering. He's tipped over the tray of chicken nuggets. He smacked Dominic in the face and squirted mustard onto his brand new white T-shirt. And he said, "Get the stain out of that bitch." And then he walked out and he caught a Uber. And then when the Uber driver pulled up, he said, "I'm not getting in the car with this Indian guy." And they were like, "Whoa, Drew, what the hell?" What the hell, man? He was pissed, dude. He was furious. I was like, Drew, this is uncalled for. He was just not being himself. Um, that's what the internet said, at
yeah,
least. All due to Logan Paul, I think, trying to get in his moves. When people were supposed to be getting eliminated, Logan Paul was like, no, everybody needs to see my swinging neck breaker.
yeah. Logan kind of disappointed me that match, by the way.
Yeah, he didn't do shit. Yeah, you should have
Yeah, it
had
was bad.
a little bit more of juice, and I'll get to that towards the end here. So
So
as we get down to the final three.
after Fatu, you had Ludwig Kaiser, almost set a new record of being the shortest. Well,
Entrant,
the
yeah.
first time in the
I
ring.
think that's
He
held
had
by
6
someone Dirt
seconds.
said in the chat earlier with Santino
Yep.
Marella.
Yep. And they had to check that. They're like, wait, check that fact, and they checked it like
Yeah.
live.
Santino still
You,
had it.
you had the Miz, and then you had TNA champion Joe Hendry.
Okay,
Big
yeah.
pop, by the way, very big
pop.
pop.
Yeah, big pop for Joe. They fucked up on the camera shots a few times for Joe, which made me mad because they're supposed to zoom in on his face when he does the spin around. And his moveset's a little bit goofy for me. I do complain about that.
Mm.
But he's over like Rover, and I like Joe Hendry. I believe in him, and I'll tell you who I think his opponent should be. And they were in this Rumble. I think he should have an opponent. I think he should have. Hear me out. I think we should see some Joe Hendry at WrestleMania, and I'll tell you how we get there.
So
Let's
after
finish
a
up
big
the-
pop,
yeah.
so after a big pop after Joe Hendry, you had Roman Reigns. There's this Roman
Who
Reigns.
speared Joe Hendry?
Yeah, he did. He
Yeah.
did, and then got speared by Braun Breaker.
Yeah, that was crazy. What a weird
Yeah.
series of Joe Hendry is getting speared by Roman Reigns.
But I thought Roman coming in at 16 was actually kind of shocking. I didn't think Roman was going to come in that early.
It's not that early. He's gonna get some rest. He's just got to
I
take a
mean,
bump and then get some rest.
yeah, but I just thought I thought Roman was going to come at the end a little bit.
Ooh, Dirt's already predicting what I'm gonna try to.
Evil John Cena.
Well, maybe not evil, but yeah, I'm gonna try. You'll see.
Then you had Drew, Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, boring. I said that on the live. I made sure I got on the live for that one.
Yeah, to come in and say Shinsuke was boring. Yeah.
Yeah. Jey Uso, Big Pop, of course. AJ, another surprise AJ. That was a big pop too.
That was awesome. Lori came into the room for that one too because she was like, "Oh, AJ Styles, hell yeah!"
Then you had no kneecap Braun Strowman off of a crazy match he
Yeah,
just had.
yeah. I'm surprised to see him. Big locomotive Braun.
John Cena, and then right after John they did CM Punk,
Yep.
and then after CM Punk Seth freaking Rollins. I mean
Yep.
those were
The
three
big dogs.
back-to-back big dogs, and then they were like, oh, let's throw in Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, that was actually really funny.
Yeah,
That they gave you like these three big names, and then we're like, and Dominic.
yeah.
Don't forget
And
about
then
him.
Sammy came in, did nothing, just literally shit the bed
Yep. Yep.
twice that night.
Twice that night. 2 dumps.
My favorite as of right now, Damian Priest probably should have won.
He eliminated Drew McIntyre in that
Yeah, he
that
did.
botched spot that apparently went wrong.
And then you had LA, which was I don't even think he did anything impressive.
No,
I
again,
think stands
not.
out for LA.
And you know what? And all these internet people who are like, "Why did Jey Uso win? Why he win?
Yeah.
Why LA Knight was just as over as Jake?" Dude, get your head out of your ass.
Oh, he had one spot that I think people love was the yeet yay back and forth, which is dumb. We've seen it already.
Yeah,
You don't have
yeah.
to keep
Like,
doing it.
sorry, dude, but Yeet is winning every time. Have you seen this crowd? Have you
Yeah.
seen how over Jey Uso is? Dude, I'm sorry, but LA Knight, is not over enough for him to be standing in the middle of the ring on a Monday Night Raw, crying about how he loves the fans. It's not going to happen with LA Knight. I'm sorry. His ceiling has been reached, and it's about a 2-week hold of the U.S. title.
And then you had Logan.
No Shinsuke slander, says Dirt. No Shinsuke
Sorry,
slander.
Dirt.
That's right.
It's always slander. Then you had Logan to end it, which Logan was weak. It was weak.
Logan was weak. Yes, his showing here was weak. We had a few weak showings from some of the bigger names, I thought. Roman did some cool stuff. I mean, it was just a couple spears. I'd say he was kind of on the weaker side, though, a little bit out of these big dogs. And then, but let's talk about this final sequence with these guys. So you had
the double foot freaking face plant curve stomp Seth gave to Roman.
Yeah,
That
I was
shit
gonna
was
back
insane.
up a little bit because it was them going at each other, Roman and Seth, and they're on the ropes, and then CM Punk comes over and dumps them both out. I'm like, oh my God, CM Punk just dumped out 2 members of the Shield. Why would he do this? My goodness, and he had no time to celebrate because here came Logan Paul. And at that point, it didn't matter for me. I was like, Logan Paul is my hero. Thank goodness he just eliminated CM.
It had me jump out my seat when Logan dumped over CM Punk. I was like, no!
Yeah.
Literally like that. Same reaction.
Mine was opposite. I said, yes. I think I clapped. I was like, it's on the YouTube. You can watch it.
I don't think I felt like that surprised in like a WWE pay-per-view in a while. Like I was just like, what? No! Like
but yeah, this and then you had the final 3 being Logan Paul, Jey Uso, and John Cena. Logan Paul eliminated, and then the final 2 being John and Jay, and the sequence of events towards the end there with John going for the attitude adjustment, Jay just easily hopping over the rope and pushing John off
Mm-hmm.
I thought was a fantastic finish. I really liked it. It was good to see Jay win. A little bit of the thunder for me was, and I know people are like, oh, he's just putting him over. Get out of the fucking ring, John. Get out of the ring. Stop. You don't need to come in there and hug Jey Uso and hold his hand up and stand there for 30 seconds. He just won. Let him be in that ring. Like, by himself. Like, John is always, dude, he's always somehow, like, mildly stealing the focus. Like, in this match, dude, this guy's selling. I'm just complaining about John because it's in here.
I'm with you. I'm not against you.
This guy's selling was dog shit. He looked terrible out there. He looked like he was sick or something. His skin was pale. He was balding worse than ever. He just rested mostly in the corners of the ring. There's no good spot with John Cena or anything like that. He barely looked tired by the end of it, really. And he's just, when he got eliminated, he's like, ooh, he looks like Ernest Saves Christmas out there.
He was doing Japanese over expressions. The classic Japanese wrestler expression.
Well, no, dude, he put the Japanese wrestlers to shame.
Yeah.
The Joshi, yeah, dude, no, he put them to shame, dude.
He was movie John Cena in that ring.
Dude, he doesn't act this bad in the movies. That's what I was saying. I was like, dude, you're an actor, John. Did you forget what? Mm-hmm. And yeah, I don't know. His selling, his punching, everything was really bad. It made me not excited to see any more. People, and then we have him come out, and some people were excited for this. He came out and cut a promo after the Rumble. To steal some more thunder from Jay, to steal some more, news headlines from Jey Uso. He had to be like, hey guys, I'm going to go away to Hungary for until the Elimination Chamber to film a movie. And then I'm going to be in the Elimination Chamber and I am going to win it because it is my destiny, blah, 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 blah. And he was very straightforward and said, thank you, bye. And I was like, okay, now if we get mundane, evil, this is my destiny, I have to do this, John Cena, I like that. I like, sorry, Cody, I have to do this. It's just, it's my destiny and it's something I have to do. Evil, shave his head, make him bald, make a real run out of this final run. But I don't think we're getting it. And with the way he looked in this Rumble, I don't want it at all. People are saying it's going to be Cody John, and I can see the appeal in that on paper. But that is not something just based off of this Royal Rumble match, and really just based, yeah. His heart's not in it, dude. This is a farewell tour that should just be him coming out and putting over the whatever city he's in, saying the name of the city, and giving somebody a pop, maybe somebody an attitude adjustment that needs one.
Now it's early. It's early right now, and we got a whole year CM Punk, but I feel like what I saw from Cena, I feel like CM Punk's comeback is better than Cena's. Like him coming back at where he is. I know it's two different things, but I feel like
two different things.
CM Punk has been better.
CM Punk also got warmed up over an AEW for 2 years.
I mean, yeah. I feel like if he did that for John, he'll be better, but I don't know.
Well, sure. If John came back and just kind of greased his wheels up and stuff like that, but he's gonna come in cold, and that's just how he's gonna do things. He's gonna go and film movies and be Hollywood Cena. Now, the only problem is that Hollywood Cena is not Hollywood Rock. Hollywood Rock is an asshole. Hollywood Cena is not an asshole.
Yeah.
He needs to be a jerk. And if he starts being a jerk, I think he'll get over a little bit more with the crowd and with me, with the sleuth internet fans that are accusing him of this overacting and this bad selling. So
yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, it was bad. It was terrible.
Farewell tour has not been good so far.
No.
First trip has not been good.
Yeah, literally farewell. See you later.
Yeah, don't come back.
He literally just keeps popping up and saying bye.
And they've made him the face of the poster for the Elimination Chamber.
They need to do Darth Vader. Wait, what, Dirt? They need to do
They need.
Darth Vader.
Did you
What?
try to put Fry, Darth Vader Fry?
Darth Vader Fry?
Like you know how Anakin looks all fried up and burnt like a Freddy Krueger underneath the mask?
Oh yeah. Oh wait, or they need a Darth Vader Fi John Cena. I got it.
Oh, okay.
Darth Vader Fi. I got it. I just can't read. Darth Vader Fi John Cena. So yeah, like make him have Cody walk around the corner, and then John Cena be like, "I'm your father,"
Yeah.
and then Cody's like, "No, it's not. It's Dusty Rhodes," and he's like,
What the hell?
"Shut up, call me daddy, bitch," and then smacks Cody. No. This was a great, fun Rumble. I enjoyed it. Jey Uso winning. Fantastic. You know me, a hater before, and then you saw it here live, happen on my show, over time in person, with me and Jake. I think before you started coming on full time, Nate, I was a Jey Uso hater, and then slowly over time, I started to loosen my grip there on the hate. And I saw the live show with Jake. We went to SmackDown, and Jay was at his peak. This was just mere months ago, and it got me over. Like I said, if you're not eating at that live crowd, what are you doing? This guy is fun and deserves it, dude. And I believe I said on our last show that we couldn't count him out. I was like, we can't count this guy out because it's very possible he's super over, and the merch that they'd be selling at WrestleMania will be madness with this guy in one of the main events. So
yeah, and I think he wins it at WrestleMania. Honestly,
yeah, from Gunther.
Yeah.
No, he's not going to go against Cody. I mean, they may tease it, but I have
he's
no
going
interest in
Gunther.
seeing that.
He's getting the rematch against Gunther, and he's gonna win.
Jim Uso. Dirt. You know what's funny is that me and Dirt, we used to call Jim Uso Jim, like, as a joke. We'd be like, oh, because we'd call him Big Jim Uso. Oh, there's Big Jim. And dude, that's his nickname now. They're just calling him Big Jim. And I'm like, what? We did that. We started that.
Yeah. Let's just say his solo career is not going as good as Jay's.
No, absolutely not.
He literally took Jay's yeet and made no yeet shirts.
Yeah. And now he's doing like some like thing like.
Yeah. He can't survive without his brother. We thought Jay was gonna be that way, but it's actually Jimmy.
Yeah, it's Jimmy.
So
it's Jimbo.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jimmy crawls underneath the behind Roman here soon and like, all right, Roman, I need you.
Yeah. Well, 4 stars for me for this match.
Yeah, 4 sounds
4 is good.
I like 4.
Yeah.
I thought it was very good. Yeah, very good. That's all I'm going to say. I think that's all I can get out, honestly.
Now, what do we want to talk about with Raw? Because we don't have too much time left here, Nate.
Yeah.
We run for about an hour and a half, so. Any of the hot things on Raw? Because, I mean, we had Charlotte coming out, getting booed. No one gave a shit about her. I think that's going to continue to happen, so they best adjust.
Yeah. Penta and 2-pick. I feel like that was okay
nice.
match.
That was a nice match. Yeah, I did watch
that.
A little
Pete Dunne interrupts, so it's lining. You already said that, Pete Dunne Penta match.
Oh yeah, that was we predicted that in the text. We didn't talk about it, but me and you were texting about Penta and Pete Dunne, saying that would be a great feud. You
had New Day's new
entrance
right. in costume, or I don't want to say costume, but get up, I guess.
Yeah, they're like just kind of dressed like I don't know, cool guys from the '90s or something like that. And
then they did a match against Ray and Dragon.
This was awesome, I thought.
Yeah.
Because they got a win here, and it's all thanks to Logan Paul, who I think may be more involved with them going forward. I predicted this before. Not on the show, but me and you were texting about it again, and I said, dude, I could see Logan Paul being their manager. I think they would get mega heat if they replaced Big E with Logan Paul. If they were like, we don't want Big E, they come out and they do like a slideshow presentation, and they have like a
Yeah.
picture of Big E up there, and then it slowly fades away into a picture of Logan Paul. That would be really, really funny,
See, I
and
got to
people would hate
counter.
it.
I got to counter one, and I said this last week, so I'm gonna repeat
The
myself
gym.
just in case. I think if Logan's having the match of Ray for the Elimination Chamber to get into it, qualifying match. I think Logan can take this back to him and Dominic tag teaming because Dominic's getting out of Judgment
Okay.
Day. Judgment Day is done. They've said uh real life on a podcast that they will love to work with each other.
Yeah.
And this is the perfect moment. You got Ray on Raw, you got Logan, you got Dominic. Dominic's getting away from Judgment
Yeah.
Day. This is the perfect time to do a run for tag team Logan
Hmm.
and Dominic, the two guys that get booed everywhere they go. I think it'll be perfect, honestly.
I think it
This
would
is
be
the best
perfect
time
too. I
for
mean,
it.
those are two heat-seeking missiles in Dominic and Logan. The crowd loves to boo those two guys. The crowd also loves to boo the New Day at the moment. Um,
Yeah.
so if you can find a way to fix them into it, maybe I mean, possibly, but they would never be able to face each other because it'd almost be the same team.
But that'd be great. Just a boo match. New Day versus
A boo
Dominic.
match. Who gets booed the hardest?
Yeah, Dominic and Logan versus New Day. And the entire time the crowd's just
Oh,
booing.
the crowd wouldn't even give a shit.
And these guys are just having a great match, but the whole time it's just getting booed.
I would have fun watching that match, but
Yeah, that'd be great.
yeah. But I can see the
Um,
direction you're pitching, and it does make sense. And but for right now, for some reason, I see a New Day swerve coming
it's
for
kind
some
of
reason with
so
Logan.
kind of like the A Town Down did for Logan. Kind of like those guys that will like
Hmm.
Logan backs them up, and then when Logan's getting his butt handed to him, A Town like they can't. New Day will come out and be like, "No, we got you, Logan."
Yeah,
Like they're not teamed. I don't think they'll be teamed, but they'll be like they're boys. Like, oh, they hate me, they hate you. Let's look after each other, type of thing.
yeah. Watch each other's back. Scratch mine. I'll
Yeah,
scratch
I mean,
yours.
I can see that. I think that would be more of
Yeah,
a thing.
makes
Um,
sense. That makes sense to me.
you had a Liv versus EO, eh?
Yeah, that was
Seth and Sammy.
that was interesting
Hmm.
because we had the return of Kevin Owens at the end. Sami Zayn lost, right? Again,
So wait, no,
right?
this was so before CM Punk came out. Seth came out was hitting like I want to say a promo, but he was having something. He was talking about everything about the Rumble, and then Sammy came out dressed and ready for the match, so you
Yeah,
can tell that they were going into the match right after this. And then Punk came out after they had their whole discussion, and then him and Seth he threw a punch at Seth. I don't know if you saw that.
yeah, I
Not like
saw
a,
it.
but like so they were like they had to be separated, and then they went into the match with Punk and Sammy, and then you
Mm.
had the aftermath.
Yeah, the aftermath and Sammy lost, right? Yeah, like
Yeah.
clean.
Dude,
Yeah,
CM Punk looked good in that match. A singles match on Raw, on a regular Raw showing. I thought CM Punk looked good.
yeah. It was refreshing to see. You almost got that bulldog. You
Almost.
almost got that bulldog.
So close.
So
He looked
close.
good, dude. He looked clean that match. Like
Yeah.
you can tell he's been working on it. He had his hair like just he didn't have that shit gelled up. He just had it like he looked like old CM Punk a little bit.
Oh, look at Nate getting nostalgia feels for the
Oh yeah.
old CM Punk of old yesteryear. Yeah, he did
It was
look
good.
good. I'm not gonna lie to you, he looked good. And if he can continue to look that good and stay healthy, then I'm not gonna sit here and deny the fact that I don't like to watch him wrestle. I mean, he's a
Hmm.
good wrestler. Um,
Yeah.
I don't agree with him and his personal, uh, remarks and stuff over the past 10 years or whatever it may
Hmm.
be. I'm kind of on in the Seth Rollins box
Yeah.
as kayfabe as some of it may seem. Uh, it's that part of it is very real to me.
Hmm.
I don't like some of the things CM Punk says. I also don't like how his nose is always in the air. It seems. Um, so those are the things that rub me the wrong way, and I'll grill into him as much as I want
Yeah.
because
Feel free to.
this is
This is why we have a show.
this is a free platform for me to do so. So that's what I'm gonna do?
And then so after CM Punk wins, you have Kevin Owens coming in and taking his boy
Yep.
out.
Taking his boy out, giving him the package. Pile driver, dude. That was awesome. It's
So
like
that
his
takes
thing now.
Sammy out. You think that's taking Sammy out of like the road to WrestleMania, or?
I don't know. I see a lot of people pitching Kevin versus Sammy at WrestleMania. I'm like, dude, I don't know. I just don't want that.
But it's like he's giving this pile driver to Randy, took Randy out, gave it to Cody, didn't take Cody out. So what are we gonna get? Are we gonna get the Randy taken out, or are we getting the Cody like, yeah, you just hit this dangerous move that they're trying to make so dangerous, but I'm
Yeah,
still standing.
Cody's still standing, but I don't think it's gonna take Sammy out.
Mm,
If anything, I don't know, dude. If anything, I think this is gonna be a swerve type deal. I think people are thinking Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. I think Sami Zayn is gonna turn heel.
yeah, he needs to. He needs to do
Yeah.
something.
He's had Karrion Kross has been in the back.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
that tweet I sent you? Someone was like, "This guy's just a heel making machine. This guy just
yeah,
goes in the back and like curates people's heel turns. Just kind of
yeah. I mean,
yeah,
that tweet kind of confirmed. Well, no, okay, so yes, that confirmed that. But I feel like, remember we were trying to figure out who he was been following. We thought it was Seth. We thought
yeah,
so. Him approaching. We didn't even talk about that, but him approaching Sammy earlier in that show confirmed that he's actually been watching Sammy.
yeah. He's been watching everyone back there.
Yeah.
Everyone in that little. He's kind of the puppet master in that whole little group.
Hmm.
You know, he's pulling the strings there, and yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see Sami Zayn attack Cody or attack one of these baby faces that you kind of just don't see it coming. Maybe
Yeah.
that pile driver knocks some sense into him, right?
Yeah. I think Damien should have taken that move. The pile driver. It would have been perfect. The bisexual Taker doing a package pile driver.
Yeah, if he holds it for a while, that'd be
Yeah.
great, right?
I just want
He just
Damien to
holds
get
it like
some.
this for a while.
Yeah.
He just holds him like
The
that
other
with
way.
his
Yeah,
ass
he
right
flips
here.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah. Lordy. Poor
yeah.
Damien, man.
Your favorite. Yeah, he wasn't
And then
featured
he's on
here on this
SmackDown.
Raw, was he?
Yeah, no, he's on SmackDown now. He's a
Yeah.
SmackDown superstar now.
Yeah, you don't ever get
Sad.
to see him, dude. You're not.
Yep. He's out.
Well, damn. Well, I mean, it was a good Raw. I enjoyed the Raw. I enjoyed the Rumble. Uh,
Hmm.
it's been some good WWE sports entertainment, I'd say.
Indeed, indeed.
Hmm. Uh, anything else we got
Oh,
coming up? One thing of note, I was right. Fandango returned
oh,
to NXT.
yeah, you did say that.
Hmm. I said that would happen, and lo and behold, it has happened. Rumor has it that Tyler Breeze is down there writing for NXT. And what do you know? After that report comes out, a week later, we get Fandango. And if you don't remember, those two used to be
Oh,
funny
oh.
guys on the main roster with the cop gimmick. But
I do kind of. I remember that. I've
yeah,
seen
yeah.
that. Some.
But yeah, it was good to see. It was good to see Fandango, now known as JDC, uh, Johnny Dango Curtis, I think is what it stands for.
No,
Logan Paul versus LeVar Ball.
a Barca match.
No, in a Barbasol match.
Oh, Barbasol. What is a Barbasol match?
I don't know. Someone's getting their head shaved. LeVar's already bald.
Yeah, dude, you're bringing back LeVar. Don't bring that man back, please.
No, we're bringing back LeVar. We brought him back in House Assembly last night. You'll see it on
Lordy.
Sunday.
Did you guys talk about? I know. So this is the end of the show, but I'm gonna bring it up real quick.
Yeah.
Did y'all talk about the big trade in the NBA? I mean, you don't watch too much NBA, but
No.
I know your
we
brother
did.
Jake was probably
We talked
going
about it.
insane
We talked
about it.
about it briefly. You know, we got to talk about what's in the news, so I can put it at in the show notes, so maybe it'll generate some clicks. But
Yeah,
I was yeah, we talked about it. I
it,
saw what
it's
happened.
crazy.
It was a big crazy deal. My opinion on it is, you know, anything that can hurt and damage the fans of the sports in the city of Dallas, I'm all for it.
Yeah. Also, one more thing. Miles Garrett wants to release from the wants to be
Yeah,
traded
that's right.
from the
Coming to
Cleveland Browns.
Washington, baby.
That's
Coming
what
to
I
the
was thinking.
Commanders,
That's the
baby.
best place. Best place to go is Washington. He wants a winning team that would pay him a lot of money, and
Luca
guess who?
Brady.
Washington Commandos.
Oh yeah, I'm all for it, dude. I'm all for it.
And it gets him the hell out of the Steelers division. So
Shit, we got enough for him and Cup. Why not?
yeah, I mean, yeah, you could. I mean, you need both positions, honestly.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll take it. Let's get
Yeah.
juiced up, baby. Let's get juiced up. That's
It.
right.
That's all I got.
The city of Dallas is in shambles.
Yeah,
Jerry
they're-
Jones is running their football team, and Mark Cuban's running their basketball team.
No, I don't think he does anymore.
Who?
He sold a lot of his shares.
Who? Cube?
Mark Cuban, yeah.
No, I just call him the Cube. We're on like
Oh.
a one-word basis.
Yeah, he sold. I think he sold a good amount of his shares to the team from the team.
Wow. But yeah, we covered some of that, and like I said, if it's Dallas taking the hit, sounds like a good trade to me.
So he sold majority of his stake in 2023.
Damn, that sucks. What's he gonna eat?
I don't know. He only has a little bit of his stake now.
Damn, dude. He's gonna have to spread that steak thin.
Yeah.
All right. What a show it's been, Nate. What a show it's been. We covered the Rumble. We covered Raw. We've done it all. And we'll be back again next Wednesday right here on the Slipper House Extra YouTube channel, Pro Wrestling Sauce, every Wednesday, 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. All of our back catalog is available in the playlist section right here on the YouTube channel, or you can check it out on all your podcast streaming platforms. Also, Jacob, our other co-host, who, as you guys know, joined the Army. I did not get a video from him this week.
And he's slacking.
But I did get a letter, and his, let's see. Which one was it? Oh, yeah, his predictions were right, too. He got Charlotte, and he said Cena or Punk, but that wasn't right. Remember? He said Cena.
That was a good prediction. I mean, he was one off. The Cena prediction, I mean, he was one person off. So
He was one. My parting words are gonna be Jacob's letter. Okay, so I'm gonna read Jacob's letter.
all right.
Nate, do you have any parting words, by the way?
Tomorrow my
That's a
ninja
lot of
slushy ninja slushy machine comes in, and I can't wait to make. Oh my god, what the heck did I just say? I can't wait to make all these different soda slushies. It's gonna be great.
What did you say? I don't even know. I can't wait to make.
Dude, it sounded like I said steak for a second.
I can't wait to make steak.
I can't steak the wait make.
I can't wait to shake weight. Yes, but Jacob writes to us. Nate, Jacob writes to us. He says,
Right.
well, this one's actually just to me. I don't even know if he
Wow,
wants,
Jake.
wants
Sorry, I
to read.
didn't my
So
name.
it doesn't say Dear Saucers, but it says, dude, you will not believe this. I'm writing you this letter on fire guard, LOL, because I can't stop thinking about what me and my bunkie encountered. We went to the bathroom and saw the largest turd I have ever seen in my whole life. I'm not joking. Like, the shit was huge. I, of course, started uncontrollably laughing. My bunkie was also laughing. We flushed it 3 times. But because the turd was so large, it wouldn't even bend. That's my favorite line. It wouldn't bend. And go down. which indeed made it funnier. Eventually,
Dude.
the turd went down. Everyone laughed, but no one would own up to the fact that they released a monster into the toilet bowl. I have no idea who it could have been. The mystery does remain. And then he said, then he addresses the sauce and says, "Anywho, how's all my sauce packets doing tonight? I'm doing dandy. I miss the feeling of wrestling. So much that I
What?
do, so much that I get sick sometimes. God, I love Cena."
What is wrong with this guy?
He says, "I just had to throw that in there. I think because he thought he wrote this before the Rumble, so I think he thought
Yeah.
like maybe Cena was going to win. Had to throw that in there." And then he just says, "Also, Dan and Ron will be the final two in the new season of Survivor."
Lordy.
Okay.
He's making Survivor predictions already. Come on.
Yeah, a show that he doesn't watch. Yeah, love you all. Enjoy. I hope you enjoyed my poop/large turd story.
Dirt said this is poetry from war.
Yep, this is a man in the army writing letters. I hope you enjoy. Yeah, there you go. His final words, Jake's final words, and we'll end it here. We'll end it here with Jake's final words. Thanks everybody for joining us. We'll be back next Wednesday, 10:15, right here. Silver House Extra Extra. Jacob's final words. Own up to your turds. All right. Good night. Right here. Silver House Extra Extra. Jacob's. Boom.